Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om, children. In these past few weeks, we have been seeing messages from our Puja Gurudev, Swami Chinmayanandaji, on the topic of love. What is pure divine love? And how should we love those around us? Our parents, brothers and sisters, friends, everyone that we come in contact with. How should we show this love? There's one beautiful story of Bhagwan Shri Krishna when he's a little boy, just about your age, maybe a little younger, that shows the beauty of this love. See, back when Bhagwan Shri Krishna was a little boy, there would be these fruit vendors who would go throughout the village with their basket of luscious, juicy mangoes. And they would barter. Means in exchange for those mangoes, they would get other grains and vegetables that they could cook. One day that fruit vendor came to Bhagwan's home. And Nanda Baba, Bhagwan's father, gave her a whole basket of grains, and she was so happy to exchange those grains for those mangoes. She gave 2 big baskets of mangoes. Now Bhagwan Shri Krishna loves mangoes, and so as soon as that vendor left, he ran inside, grabbed some more grains with as much as his little hand could hold, and he ran after her. She heard this little voice coming from behind, and she turned to see who was running after me. And as she turned, she saw this little Bhagwan Shri Krishna there saying, "Can I have some mangoes too? Can I have some mangoes too?" He opened his hands, and into her hands he poured whatever little grains he could hold. But as he stared down at her palm, he noticed, well, there's only such few grains. This is not even enough to get 1 mango. Disappointedly, he just stared up at her. But as she looked into his divine eyes, filled with so much love, she herself felt an overwhelming amount of compassion in her heart for him. She looked into those twinkling little eyes, and she picked up as many mangoes as she could hold, and she filled his arms with it. Now Bhagwan was so happy, and he took them very, very happily. But to her surprise, when she looked back at that basket of grains which Nanda Baba had given to her, they had now turned into gold coins. She was so happy. She hugged Bhagwan Shri Krishna. He was happy with his mangoes, and she was happy. Now she could afford to live a little better and buy nice food for her family. See what happened here? That vendor could have said, "This is not enough grains, little Krishna, for you to get a mango. Sorry, go back and get some more." But she didn't look at things just for what she saw in front of her. She looked at the heart of Bhagwan, and she said, "He's a good boy. Let me give. Let me share with him." And because out of love, she gave. Look at what Bhagwan blessed her with. So many gold coins that she could live a nicer life now. The moral of the story is, when we give from our heart, Bhagwan will bless us with so much more. See, you have 2 lollipops at school, and you say, "I'm going to eat one now, and I'm saving one for later." And then your friend comes and says, "I love lollipops. Can I have one?" You know, if we were not like that fruit vendor, we would say, "No, I need both of these. You know, it's not I can't share." But if we are like that fruit vendor, and we see, "This is my friend. She is a good girl. I should share with her." And out of love and compassion, we share. Then you know what happens? Bhagwan will give us even more. Next time that friend comes, or some other friend comes, they may offer you chocolates instead, which you love even more than lollipops. Bhagwan always gives even more. When we give with love, Bhagwan gives back 10 times with even more love. Our Puja Gurudev used to say, the true joy in life is not in what you can get, it's in what you can give. And when you give with an open heart, so much more will come back to you. You try it, you'll see. Maybe not the same time, but may take a week or a month, but someone else will give back to you also. But the secret is, we must give with our heart, full of love. Not worry, if I only get this much, it's okay. Because if I give to the other, the joy they will get, that gives me more happiness than eating that thing myself. When we begin to see like this and live not only for our happiness, but for the happiness of others also, Bhagwan smiles on us and so much will come. Okay, so this we have to try. Yes? This is Bhagwan's message for us. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha.